encroaching on the Union Pacific Railroad. You also have a major pipe out approximately about 1,000 feet away, and
centro storico che tutto il mondo شو بقى هذا قلوبه السيل.
It's the first early opening for the resorts in a decade. Both resorts have gotten up to 5 feet of snow in the last few weeks. This afternoon, Eldora announced it too is going to open on Wednesday, 9 days earlier.
This is the Northern California town of Paradise, completely ravaged by a sudden, devastating wildfire.
We lost everything, trailers, all our belongings.
Fire officials say it began as a campfire that grew out of control and quickly burned several thousand structures in its path, the smoke turning early afternoon into what seemed like pitch black night. Panicked residents fled by car, only to find themselves stuck in chaotic traffic jams.
There's stuff literally burning on all sides of us on the way out here.
Some abandoned their vehicles and ran for their lives as wind gusts up to 33 miles per hour fed the flames. But today, officials said they've already found bodies among the burned out cars. state officials described catastrophic losses and said rescue efforts were ongoing.
خليكم على القارة يا ريت. عاش الشباب. لا إله إلا الله.
طوكيو.
Folks, I'm on the Hokitika Bridge at the present time. That's a camp.
Rescuers are searching for survivors of a mudslide in Brazil that has left at least 10 people dead, including a child. At least 4 people are still missing.
This is the 10th Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But this one is also the worst, and the world's first in a conflict zone. And now, since August, a record more than 200 people there have died from Ebola.
Miren cómo se cayó la cereza al suelo. Corte los granizos, párenlo con la cereza.
Snowstorm of the season slammed our area during one of the worst possible times, rush hour. And right now, thousands of people still haven't made it home.
We have already broken a century-old record in Central Park, and there's a chance of even more snow for the morning rush. Some drivers say they've been stuck on the West Side Highway for at least 6 hours, facing an endless view of taillights.
This is the season for falling leaves. This isn't the season for falling snow, and yet snow has fallen, as you said, all up and down the East Coast.
It's our first snowstorm of the season, and it arrived a little earlier than usual. On average, we typically get our first inch of snow around November 23rd.
Landslides caused by torrential rains and floods have buried around 80 houses on Thursday. So far, no deaths or injuries have been reported as heavy rocks and mud from the Mama Yaku ravine fell on a town in the region of
snow, Chad Berry's potatoes are frozen and rotting. Others are spoiling in the bin.
It's going to be garbage.
A cold, wet fall making this potato harvest one of the worst in memory.
According to the statement, some 2,517 people
still
only November, but the South Korean capital was coated in a thick layer of snow for most of the day. It was the first snowfall of the season, with nearly 9 centimeters piling up in Seoul, an amount not seen in a first snow of the season since records began in 1981.
Rare heavy rain has caused flash flooding in Iraq. At least 7 people have been killed in the northern town of Shirkat, with thousands more forced to flee their homes. In the southern province of Dhaka, flooding caused a house to collapse, killing 2 people.
A rough start back to work for millions in the Midwest after the long Thanksgiving weekend. A blizzard is dumping more than a foot of snow and causing whiteout conditions from Missouri to Chicago and Michigan.
But when help arrived, 4 whales were still alive. Pilot whales feed on squid that live on the edge of the continental shelf, and when the squid are washed closer to shore, the whales follow.
Snow lovers, it is time to hit the slopes. Mammoth Mountain got a heavy load of fresh snow overnight. The summit is expected to get 5 feet of snow, with nearly 3 feet falling in town by this weekend. Drivers should check Caltrans for road conditions before heading up.
We've seen video from the local TV station. You see some here, windows blown out, the glass just blown out of these windows.